Hello, I'm Adrian Del Monte, here with a sports news update. Coach Brad Scott says that North Melbourne are capable of matching any AFL team after yesterday's shock win over Adelaide. It was a missed opportunity for the Crows, who could have moved to top spot with the win. And the Demons are confident that they've turned a corner after a comfortable victory over GWS. So it's tied at the top after round 13 of the AFL. While Collingwood sits clear on 40 points, Sydney, Essendon, Adelaide and West Coast are all just one win behind. Meanwhile, the Kangaroos remain outside the top 8 despite their good form. To NRL and Melbourne coach Craig Bellamy has pleaded with Mel Meninga not to pick Billy Slater for the Origin decider if he's not fully fit. Bellamy fears the long-term health of his star fullback isn't being taken into consideration as he nurses a knee injury. And round 16 of the NRL wraps up in Newcastle tonight with the Knights hosting the Tigers. Italy has won a penalty shootout against England to move through to the semi-finals of Euro 2012. Neither side could find the back of the net in regular or extra time, forcing the match to penalties. Italy dominated the game and thought they had come up with the winner in extra time, but it was disallowed for offside. Both sides have poor records in penalty shootouts. Italy were first to falter, but then England's Ashley Young fired one into the crossbar before Ashley Cole's attempt was saved. Italy to now take on Germany for a place in the Euro 2012 final. Black Caviar will require treatment while in quarantine after becoming injured during her incredible win at Royal Ascot. The champion mare pulled up sore following her narrow victory, further inspection revealing 2 muscle tears and severe bruising to her hindquarters. Black Caviar will now return to Australia, and only then will a decision be made on her future. It comes after her victory in the Diamond Jubilee Stakes, with jockey Luke Nolan shouldering the blame for the controversial finish. Lauren Jackson is likely to return for the Opals in Game 2 of their pre-Olympic basketball series with Brazil tomorrow. Hamstring trouble kept Jackson out of Australia's win in Melbourne, while the Boomers accounted for Greece. The Aussie men were led by NBA star Patty Mills, who top scored with 21 points. And the Opals overcame a sluggish start to power past Brazil, with Liz Cambridge netting 18 points. Fernando Alonso leads Aussie Mark Webber by 20 points in the Formula One Championship. The Ferrari driver and home favourite moved to the top of the standings with victory at the European Grand Prix in Valencia. Webber made up an impressive 15 places but had to settle for 4th, with compatriot Daniel Ricciardo in 11th. It was a day to forget for McLaren's Lewis Hamilton, who was running 3rd when he crashed out in the closing stages. Pre-race favourite Sebastian Vettel suffered mechanical problems and was forced out of the race on lap 35, while Alonso went on to become the first driver to win 2 races this season. And finally, Sam Stosur will fly the Aussie flag tonight on the opening day of Wimbledon. In the gentlemen's draw, a lot of the focus is on Andy Murray's bid to become the first British man to win the All England Championships in 78 years. And that's the sports news for now. I'm Adrian Del Monte.